Hello, ladies and gentlemen, good people of the internet and planet Earth. This is Jed from Your Guitar Academy. Today we're going to be looking at Boom Boom by John Lee Hooker. So just a few things to mention before we jump into learning this. There are many versions of this tune. So what I've done is I've picked one from an album of his called Whiskey and Women, and I've also combined it with a live recording where he plays this rhythm guitar part most of the way through. The album version that I've chosen is a 12-bar form because sometimes he's played this tune with not a 12-bar form. And I think it's easier to learn it with a 12-bar form because that's the kind of stuff we teach on this channel. So I thought I'd keep it in the realms of that understanding. But with all of that, let's jump into it. Okay, so we're gonna be in the key of E. We're gonna be down here most of the time. So this is gonna be blues scale in E. And I imagine you probably know this. This is all gonna be, I suppose, if you think about it pentatonically, first box position and second box position. So it's kind of that BB box is used a little bit, especially with the first phrase. So the first phrase sounds like this. So what we're doing there is sliding up from the second fret to the fourth fret with our middle finger. This is like a classic blues phrase. So we slide up to the fourth, keep that note held down. Then we pluck the third fret on the B string, and I'm playing that with my index finger. Again, another thing to mention that I should have mentioned previously is I'm not using a plectrum for this. So this is all fingerstyle stuff, finger picking. The way I'm doing that, the way I generally do anything fingerstyle is my thumb deals with the low 3 strings, and either these 2 or these 3 deal with the top 3 strings. You can experiment and find what's most comfortable for you. You can do anything from thumb and index finger to thumb and all the fingers, whatever feels good to you. So experiment and see what feels good. So back to this first phrase. Sliding up from the second fret to the fourth fret, keeping that note held down and then landing on that third fret on the B string. And I am picking that with my index finger on the right hand and then the B string with my middle finger. Then we're sliding back down from 4 to 2 on the G string. So that's a slide. Then we pluck the open G string and then we go. So that's second fret, open, second fret. So again, that first phrase should sound like this. And then we're on to the second phrase, which sounds like this. So what that is second fret on the D string. Then we're grabbing the open G string. Then we do this slide down from 3 to 2 on the G string. Then we pluck the open G string again. And then we do second fret on the D string, open D string, and then second fret again. So play that second phrase one more time. And one time real slow. Another thing to mention is between each phrase, there's a bars gap. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And each phrase, I believe, starts on the and of 1. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then we're on to the third phrase. So the third phrase is similar to the first one, but it sounds like this. So what we're doing there is the same, sliding from second to 4 on the G string, grabbing that note on the third fret of the B, sliding back down on the G. So sliding down 4 to 2, grabbing the open G string. Then we do second fret on the D string, open D string, and then we hit an open A string. So that third phrase again sounds like this. I'll do that a bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then the fourth phrase is exactly the same as the second. So we've gone. Great. So what phrase is this? Phrase 5? Yeah. So again, the beginning of this phrase is similar to the first one, sliding up second to fourth fret on the G string. grabbing that note on the 3rd fret of the B, sliding back down to the 2nd fret on the G string, but we just go between the open G string and the 2nd fret, so it's like that. So you do an open G string, then the 2nd fret, then you do that again, and you're finishing on that 2nd fret on the G string. So I'll play that phrase nice and slow. One more time, even slower. Great, and then we're on our very last phrase, which is this. So what that is starting on the 2nd fret of the A string. We hit the open D string after our 2nd fret on the A string. Then 2nd fret on the D string. We hit the open G string twice. And then we land back on the root note on the D string. That's everything you need for that introductory blues thing. Let me play that again in context. If that's too easy for you blues masters out there, we can add in another guitar part. So in between each one of those phrases, this is what I'm taking from that live recording. So there's a live recording where between each phrase, John Lee Hooker plays this. So we can insert that in between each phrase. On the album version from, what was it, Whiskey and Women, his band play that part. So he goes, and then the bass and the keys and everything else is playing that part. In fact, they play a 12-bar form. We're going to play a 12-bar form, but we're not going to change to the 4 or the 5 chord. So between every phrase, we're just going to do this little E7 riff thing that goes. Now, sometimes I vary it. Sometimes I end the last note like jumping onto the A string, sometimes jumping onto the D string, so either landing on the 5th or the root note. But I'll show you what I'm doing. So we've got an E7 chord. It's kind of loose, so don't worry too much about some of those string noises. They can add flavor and sound good. So I'm strumming this E7. So it's a down, down, up. And I just do that with my index finger, just go. In fact, J.J. Cale did that a lot. That was like his style of strumming and playing, quite relaxed and interesting. Anyway, so we're going down, down, up. Then I do another downstroke and hit that 3rd fret on the low E string and kind of bend it slightly. So, and then I do another down and up stroke, and I could either do that with the open A string and the 2nd fret on the A string, or the open D string and the 2nd fret on the D string, but also landing with this index finger on the G string. So you're either playing this chord, so like the top part of an E chord, or you're playing that E7 again. So I'll play those 2 variations. So we've got, or you can go like this. They sound very similar. Okay, let's play each phrase with this new rhythmical guitar part in between and hear what that sounds like. 1, 2, 1. And that's your 12 bars. So for the rest of the tune, it's very simple. It goes into a 12-bar form, and all that's really played is that first phrase while he sings the lyrics of the song. So you have... So that goes on for the 12-bar form. There's lyrics in there, the band plays. Then it kind of opens up into a solo section, and it's all just E blues. So if you want to improvise on that stuff, it's just a 12-bar, and just your regular like blues scale, pentatonic stuff, all your blues language, all of your favorite licks. But yeah, have fun with it.